Hello everyone and welcome to the Animezilia, and today we're going to be going over another RWBY discussion topic. And this time we'll be going over whether or not Winter Schnee is a friend or a foe of Team RWBY. Now, we know that the character of Winter is aligned with Atlas. That's who she sort of works for and basically where she's at the moment. So, in this video, I'm going to be going over some of the reasons as to why she could be a friend to the team and why she could be an enemy. Once it's all said and done, I'll give you my opinion and then hopefully you can give me yours down below, because this is a discussion type of video that could possibly start a conversation after sparking a few sort of points. So, with that out of the way, let's just jump right into them. Point number one, she's Weiss's sister. Now this could be a factor in why she helps out the team. But at the same time, this might not work as Weiss has technically left the Schnee household. So technically they are still sisters, but the personality of Winter and the kind of morals that she has might be conflicted. So we'll have to see about that. And technically, Weiss did also decline Ironwood's invitation to join Atlas. So maybe there might be a little bit of hostility between the two sisters in that front there. Now the counterpoint, even though I've already given a few. Yes, they are sisters, but Winter is a loyal character, and her loyalties align with Atlas, and possibly her father. Now, if Team RWBY hinders the progression of Atlas, because we saw at the end of Volume 6 that Atlas is gearing up for something. And then obviously, just because they're sisters, there might be some bad blood between them. Okay, point number two, her personality. Like I've already said, Winter is a very loyal character, very serious, and considered to be quite harsh, but fair. Now, she does show a soft side to her character when it comes to her sister. However, like I said beforehand, there's a few complications there. But she's also very smart. And she also has disagreed with Ironwood on quite a few occasions when he's made silly orders. She's not afraid to basically say, look, I don't agree with that. You're wrong. I'm going to get annoyed with you and have a go at you. So possibly, maybe she might not agree with something that Ironwood says, and this could possibly persuade her to join Team RWBY in trying to stop Atlas from doing something they really shouldn't. Now, the counterpoint to this is obviously because of her loyalty and her serious nature, she might not help out the heroes. Instead, she might work alone and try and convince Ironwood to stop. Now, if she works on her own, this technically still means she would be an enemy of Team RWBY, because she wouldn't want to do anything to hurt Ironwood, if that's what Team RWBY are trying to do, in a sense. But she would want to try and take the more diplomatic approach and not use violence. So that would be a counterpoint to her sort of having second thoughts about helping out the people that she's loyal to. Number three, Crow. Now, this is a bit wacky, but just hear me out. Personally, I believe Winter attacking Crow, yes, she was annoyed and she was aggravated, as well as the fact that she was also taunted. But is she a bit of a tsundere? That's right, somewhere in her ice-cold heart, she has feelings of affection towards Crow. Now, this is just a wacky kind of crazy thing, but let's roll with it. And thanks to Crow's bad luck, she might just, join them. Crow would be like, nah, we don't need you, we're fine. We've got our own little group going on. Crow's bad luck kicks in, and Winter's obviously forced to join them. And, she might be willing to help out for that reason. The counterpoint to this would be the adults that are with the gang. Now, if she doesn't like Crow in that way, then obviously that's going to be a big hindrance. But she probably wouldn't help out Ozpin, because Ironwood didn't trust Ozpin much to begin with. Now, the other thing is Maria. Maria is also with them, and she has a record/history with Atlas, as she also has beef with Cordovan. So, as well as the fact is, like, obviously Crow, Ozpin, Maria, they allowed the team of RWBY to basically cause havoc at the end of Season 6, or Volume 6. And this will probably reflect in her decision making, so, you know, that could sway it. She might think that these people are irresponsible, or she might just not trust the adults with them. Now, the crew themselves. By this, I mean they probably know the powers and the individual traits that the group of Team RWBY, Nora, Ren, Jean, Maria, all those characters that we have at the moment have. And they obviously probably have information and intel about what they did against the Leviathan group. Now, Winter might find a way to use them. This technically would be aligning with them, but for the sense of using them for Atlas's purposes, because they know that Salem probably is coming, if they know about Salem at all, and they're probably thinking, okay, Grimm are on their way, they're getting stronger, hold on a minute, we got a chance to use Team RWBY, and they've got silver eyes, and they've got some good powers, so maybe we can convince them to go on ourselves. If I become an ally of them, maybe, just maybe, they will kind of form an alliance. Now, the counterpoint to this is, yes, they helped out against the Leviathan and saved the town, but they also caused Cordovan to basically lose her marbles, basically. It's because they wanted to steal a ship that, you know, the whole situation kind of occurred, and Cordovan and the rest of the Atlas forces wasn't ready or prepared to handle the Leviathan Grimm. So they probably would see this as an act of treason and go to arrest or hunt down Team RWBY and the others. So those are just a few of my kind of reasons as to why I think she could possibly help out, but then looking at it as a realistic standpoint based on her character, she might not help out. Now, there is one more that's very, very weak, but it is possible. And that is the fact that she battled Crow. Yes, she was aggravated. Yes, she was taunted. However, she probably feels some sort of responsibility for that. And maybe, just maybe, she might feel a bit guilty about doing it, so she might help him based on that front. Now, the only problem with that is, I can see, she never managed to land a single blow that was fatal to Crow to even be apologetic about. And she doesn't strike me as the character to kind of want forgiveness from a character like Crow. So now my thoughts. What do I think? Is she a villain to Team RWBY and the others, or is she a friend? So, her loyalties with Atlas, in this case, would make her an enemy. I honestly believe that Winter would stand firm in her beliefs in the Atlas military and basically be a hindrance to the team at present time. Now, the way I see this kind of planning out is that maybe she does have suspicions and kind of feelings that she probably shouldn't be doing some of the stuff that Ironwood's getting them to do. So maybe, just maybe, towards the end, we could see a slight change in Winter's character, and then maybe she does turn and become a friend. Honestly, that's how I think. I know it's a bit of a cop-out answer having both, but honestly, at this moment in time, I would say that she's an enemy. But that being said, I want to know what your thoughts are down in the comment section below. Do you think Winter is an enemy? Do you think that she's a friend? And what are your thoughts on the subject at hand? But with that out of the way, I hope you've enjoyed this little mini discussion video. If you have, make sure to smash that like button. Subscribe if you're new so you never miss a video from me. And if you've watched this video and you have no idea who Winter is, because it's been a long time since we've seen her, then why don't you go check out my other video, which, if I can figure out how to do it, should be up on screen. If not, it's in the description down below, where I basically recap her character, because she's a character that we haven't seen much of, so people might have forgotten about her. But all in all, guys and girls, I bid you all good day, and I'll catch you next time. Goodbye.